I think straight men need to be more romantic, but with other straight men. I'll explain. Give me a second. The context to this, right, is that I did a lot of learning because my best friend, whose name I won't mention, essentially disappeared off the face of the earth. After he vanished, he used to call me a lot at 4 in the morning, night after night. And then he reappeared again on my 21st birthday, about 3 years after he first disappeared. And then he disappeared again and continued to call me. And then eventually the calls just stopped. Nobody knows where he is. It was like a running story back home. You'd say, hey, where's so-and-so? And I'd be like, still don't know. Still no. I'd asked his brother at one point where he is. His brother turned to me and went, don't ask me about my brother, and that's it. I don't know where this human being is. So ultimately, in my life, there's this figure, there's a space where a person used to be, and I watched a person walk out of that space. And because of that, I developed a real thing around abandonment, and I've worked on it through therapy for years. But because of that, I feel like I've noticed this other thing about male friendships, just through learning about my male friendships. Essentially, for a really long time, I could not accept or reciprocate love from anybody. Family, friendship, relationships. Romantic love came back to me quickly. Family love came back to me second. Friendship was the one I really struggled with. I couldn't believe it. Truth be told, I couldn't really believe in any of them, but that was the one that really took its toll. And so platonic love and the romance of platonic love was something I really struggled with. And I've gotten so much better at it. So, for instance, I had a friend. I'm not going to name his name, but he's one of my best friends. I've known him since high school. And I remember being sat in a bar after a night out when we were hungover, because when you're hungover, you go to bars. And I don't know what the conversation was. We were talking to somebody else, and he turns to me and says, "Yeah, well, Jamal's my best friend." And I didn't say it back. But he was my best friend. He was my best friend. And I did not say it back. Another story, totally different, on the opposite end of the spectrum, is I was on a ferry from Naples to Capri. And I met this dude named Caesar all the way out in LA. Now, we talk, we vibe, we laugh the whole way there. He probably doesn't even remember this. This probably means nothing to him. But when we dock, the girls that we were with both go to the toilet, and we just keep chatting. We just keep chopping it up at the top of the stairs here. When we decide to part, I know he's coming to London. I don't say, "Do you want my number? Do you want to message me on Instagram if you want to find something to do? I'll do it." I don't know how to do it. I can't get over the hurdle. Me and the girl I was with then hike up this big mountain. I talk about it the whole mountain. I'm like, why can't I just ask him to be friends? Now, if those stories had been about women, if those stories had been about attraction, I would have been fine. If a girl like my friend had turned to me and said, "I really like him," I'd have said, "Yeah, I really like you too." If I'd have met a woman on a ferry going across to an island, I'd have ended that being like, "Do you want to get a drink tonight?" I'd have done that with ease. I've been doing that with ease for years. But with male friendship, I froze. Now, I've been working on that. Not just my own history with abandonment, but the general way that men relate to other men. And I think I've learned as much about that in therapy as I have about my own issues. So now I tell my friends I love them, I write letters, I hug them, I touch faces. There's a closeness that I think we used to avoid, especially with other men, because of it's homophobia, let's be clear. You know, it's too much, it's too soft. And for a while, people were saying it's too gay. It's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. It's just closeness. And this came up again recently when I told you guys a story about how I met this guy, we all went to dinner, had a great vibe, exchanged details, and I'm actually meeting him today because I want to know more about him. It's romantic, right? It's a desire to see a person and to be seen by that person, to talk, to share time, to be known, not just to exist side by side. I want to see that person. I want to maybe even adore who they are. I want to know about them. I want to celebrate that person. To me, those things are romantic because we do them so quickly with attraction. And I'm talking to men here. Women do this. Women are brilliant at this with one another. Friendship is a type of love, and that love deserves courage, and it deserves tenderness and intention as any kind of romance. So basically, take your boys on dates. That's what I'm saying.